Then, you know.
Colonial has had the same problem that Nelson has had the last couple of years. The same problem a lot of tournaments do anymore. Getting the best players to play isn't as easy as it used to be. They can't get Tiger Woods back, not yet anyway, but they had a better field this year than last because they work at it. Here's Joe Trahan.
Now that the sun has set on another tournament at Colonial, you get the feeling that somewhere Ben Hogan is smiling. The tournament the great Hogan helped build is on the upswing. Phil Mickelson leading a charge of 5 of the top 10 players in the world at the Crowne Plaza Invitational this week. Mickelson doing much more than playing, though. He's become Colonial's de facto ambassador.
Some of the perks that you've experienced, you know, looking so similar.
And the people have responded. Attendance up roughly 30% this week.
I thought they were really funny. It was interesting to see the different guys who are thinking of themselves as Phil. It was just, I thought it was a very entertaining ad.
Oh. Ditto.
Having a player like Phil Mickelson associated with Crowne Plaza, we've gotten unbelievable exposure of our ad campaign because Phil's involvement in it. So it's definitely paying off for us.
It's got such great history here at Colonial. Crowne Plaza has been a great sponsor for the event the last couple of years and really has gotten this tournament back to the status it deserves and belongs after so many great decades of competitive golf.
A marquee name like Mickelson certainly provides a lot of exposure for this week's event, but it takes a lot of work behind the scenes to try and create the sort of golf tournament that can attract several big-name players.
Yeah, as you know, we struggled last year at one of the top 10 players in the world at the tournament last year. So for us, it was important to increase the playing field, to increase the awareness of the tournament.
That's where Colonial's recruitment team comes in.
We go to 5 or 6 events a year, and we go to Doral, Houston, Wachovia, and the Byron Nelson, and actually recruit players.
It's difficult. If you get 30 to 45 seconds to a minute and a half, you've spent a lot of time with them.
They know how good a tournament they've got here. They know how good a golf course they've got. They don't need to do too much pushing. They've just got to keep reminding us.
Our job is just to make sure that they think Colonial when they think in playing golf in May.
Mr. Phil Mickelson.
Easier said than done, though. It's the game within the game on the PGA Tour. Different events competing, like colleges recruiting blue-chip athletes.
It's a tough competition out there with so many great events.
The players don't play as many events as they used to. You know, they're playing for big bucks out here, $6.1 million this week. And the fact that they're playing for so much more, they don't have to play as many events.
Fortunately for Colonial, the golf course itself a big draw for many players.
Such a wonderful, nostalgic place that it has a lot of aura about it, and Hogan's Alley and everything along with it.
As soon as you walk in the front door of the clubhouse, there's Ben Hogan stuff everywhere, and just to know you're walking on the same fairways and hitting on playing the same golf holes that he was, it's a lot of fun.
On today's PGA Tour, the golf is just the beginning. Once on site, players treat it like royalty, including meals fit for a king.
They treat us great. You know, we got a great spread down in the locker room, and all the guys inside the locker room treat us great, and it's a first-class operation, and I'll be here as long as I'm invited every year.
Well, you find out what's important to the players. I mean, these guys are our customers.
This week they set up a private trip to the Fort Worth Zoo. 24 players took a spin around Texas Motor Speedway. And Thursday night, a special premiere of the new Indiana Jones movie before it was released nationally just for the players and their families.
I'm not going to convince them to come or not come. What I will do is make sure I've built a rapport and a trust and a respect that we're going to do good by them and create an experience for them and their family.
Reestablishing the tournament's not enough, though. Colonial organizers say there's one big name, the biggest, they're working to get back.
We don't want to have this self-fulfilling prophecy in this community of saying, oh, we don't need him, or we can do it without him, or he can't win on this golf course. He's the best player that's ever going to play the game. We absolutely want him here.
In the meantime, Colonial fans can enjoy a tournament that's raised its game. And you get the feeling somewhere Ben Hogan is smiling. Joe Trahan, Channel 8 Sports, at the Crowne Plaza Invitational at Colonial.
I still think there should be a rule that every player has to play every tournament at least every couple of years. The sponsors and TV networks deserve at least that much. NASCAR's top drivers show up at every event every year. Requiring a golfer to play a tournament just once every couple of years is not asking too much. Kyle Woods has never asked